Pen, pen, pen. Sorry for the late start. Here we go. Right at market open. Let's get it. Good morning, everybody. I was hoping we actually bounce off this green box. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Drop those GMs in the chat. Texoma, does this guy stream anymore? I don't know. You joined the stream. Albert Emsa. Pan is back strong. Let's go. Day trader, good morning. Sherman H1, good morning. Making a strong bull bar. We don't quite get to the green box. We do in the extended. Right, we get here with extended hours. This happened overnight. And we actually go into the green box and bouncing off of it. Really strong. The question is, do I include that in my analysis, or should I strictly only look at the 5 minute? Technically, we'll have a weekly gap here. We don't want that. We don't want a weekly gap. I mean, it's rocketing up. Rocketing up. 50% chance this reverses, though. BJ, good morning. Texano, I used to watch you a couple years ago. Raw, a little bit wiser. A little bit stronger. A little bit faster. A little bit quicker. Wow. Jeez. We're only halfway through this bar and it's already rocketing. Let's see if it sticks with it, though. I mean, personally, I like to wait for a couple bars because I know the chances of morning reverse are 50-50. No matter how strong the bar is. Especially if we rock it up to an area such as a gap fill. We can reverse off of that very quickly. Very quickly. BJ says, I hit my 1 year anniversary of watching it yesterday. Aw. We've been dating for that long? Unbelievable. Tate, good morning. Flew by. Sorry, I forgot. 1 year anniversary. I feel like you've been here longer. I feel like you've been here longer. Bub stocks. Everyone's names has changed since I came back from streaming. Everyone's name has changed. Good old H2O. Good morning. So we met. We met in November 2024. BJC says, I popped in around November 2024. Officially decided I wanted to trade in December and committed to the BBM promo code January 2025. We officially started dating on January 2025, huh? That was the time. Strong bull bar ending near its high, heading to a gap fill. You think it's just going to go straight up to it because of how strong this bull move is. I'm just saying, 50-50 chance reversal. It's crazy. I know it seems like a really high chance. In fact, maybe I should look for a reversal because 50-50 seems pretty high. With such a strong move, it seems like a very high probability. It seems unlikely it will reverse all the way back down to here. But I've seen it, pandas. It doesn't matter how strong the first 2-3 bars are. It can reverse on a dime. On a dime. Especially if it raises towards some sort of key area. I'm sitting on my pause here. Super strong bull bar. What I would need is follow through, bare minimum. And then maybe jump in on a pullback. On a pullback. That's what I want to jump in on this. Well. The 1 minute chart is just absolutely exploding. Multiple bull bars in a row. Interesting. Okay. Curious to see how this bar forms. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone enjoyed the first weekend. The first weekend after the first full week of January. We're almost halfway done through January already. Where has the time gone? We're already almost halfway. I think currently there's a promo, Apex promo. Apex promo. It is ends January 15th, 80% off, but the one-time PAs are the same. There's discounts on the one-time PA fees, which is nice. I'm going to say it right now, tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow is a big day when it comes to news. I'm telling you, this is the biggest news we've seen in a while. It's going to be core CPI numbers. And the CPI is what the government uses for inflation. It's a government report of the inflation, core inflation. And I think it's going to be big because everybody's wondering, what will the Fed do when the Fed fund rate comes? Everyone's wondering. So, this inflation number should help people like to guess what will happen in on January 28th, where they raise the or where they'll change the Fed fund rate. Tomorrow is a big day of news. It's a make or break news event. What I mean by that is you go Max contracts on Apex, and most likely you'll pass any type of eval in one single trade, most likely. That's the type of news event it is. It's going to be a very strong move. Two strong bull bars now in a row. Do I just jump in here to fill the gap is the question. I just jump in here. 50-50 chance this reverses. Second entry short on the 1 minute chart. Maybe I'll take a 1 minute trade here, but still high, not a high chance, but relatively high chance, 50-50 to come back down to the bottom of this first bar. Isn't that crazy to think? And that's what the market has decided to be equal, right? Balance. Because if we always had like strong follow up throughout the two strong bull bars at the open, everyone would just trade that. Everyone would just go long here at this point. But the market finds balance here by reversing these at the open. It's crazy. Two massive bull bars. And we're wondering, are we going to reverse back to the bottom here? That's crazy, right? I may buy. I may buy. I may buy here. It's a fail second entry short. And that, it could be strong enough for me to want to try. It has to get above 20 EMA though. If we don't pop above the 20 EMA, I'm not interested. Okay, we didn't quite get there. Did not quite get there. And would you look at that? What is happening here? Thinking you make a beeline to fill the gap for the weekly gap. Three bull bars in a row. Are we going to get it? We shall see. The 15-minute bar is a massive bull bar ending near its high. But we still got about 2 minutes left on this candle. The thing about this is that we're very close to filling the gap, which is why I'm attracted to this, to go long here. It's appealing, what can I say? I want to try. But the problem is a 50-50 reversal here. Which is something I do not like. Now we have a big wick or a big tail underneath, which means that there were bears who scalped this high for a solid 42 points. We got bears in the house. We got bears in the house. We got bears in the house. Bears in the house. Okay. Not only did they scalp it once, they scalped it again. So bears are present here. Question is, are we buying beneath this bar? Are there limit orders buys here? It's a question I'm curious about. I'm just going to wait to see what happens. a 1 minute chart hitting its head on the 20 MA. No matter how massive the leg is in on the opening, it can reverse on you. Liquidly split. 50-50 chance reversal here. 15-minute almost turning always along. People buying here. So we got limit order bulls waiting at the close of this bar. Just bought it. They could not scalp out. And I'm thinking scalp is like 25 points. That's what I think scalp is for a Nascraq. All right, they could not scalp out. Here. Now, are we in the morning reversal? We are showing some signs of reversal here. We'll see though. The reason why I didn't just buy here at the strong bull bar is because I've done it so many times and got burned, pandas. Like I cannot tell you how many times. But also Al Brooks says 50-50 chance. There's a reversal in the morning. Potentially this could be the high of the day. I don't think it is because I don't think it's bouncing off any type of real resistance. You do have this little area here where we do have a lot of bars, but I don't know if that's strong enough to say this might be the high of the day. Good morning, everybody. Drop those GMs in the chat if you haven't already. I love to see your names in the chat. Good morning. Let me ask you guys. Do you guys like time charts or tick charts? I'm curious. It's getting choppy woppy. It's getting a little choppy woppy here. Will I go long if we break a previous candle's high to make a second leg up? Could be sellers above. I mean, clearly sellers above this high. And if buyers beneath this low, then we're kind of turning to a trading range where people are just buying with limit orders, selling with limit orders. Buy near the bottom, selling near the top. I could maybe take a chance to go sell at the top of this because we saw it already happen before. May happen again. Bubba, sticking with the 500 tick. Trade on tick, measure on min. All right, I see. Yeah, what ends up happening is like the time chart kind of becomes like the higher time frame. Like the 5-minute chart, like with a 500 tick, you can find your entry with the 500 tick. But look at the 5-minute for good analysis. That's kind of what I what I was doing before, which I probably will eventually go back to doing. But right now, we're sticking to like the super basics, especially because we're only trading micros. Oh, we're about to break this high here. All right. What do we do? Do we go long? The market, the bears could not make two bear bars in a row here. We're gonna go for it here. Very, very simple trade. This is my stop loss. It's the break of this low here. In fact, I probably could scale in and be okay here. Because the fact that we don't have consecutive bear bars in a row makes me feel like if we had two bear bars in a row and then we got this bull bar, I'll be more hesitant. But because we didn't get consecutive bear bars, I felt like, yeah, exactly this could happen. And it's like a strong signal bar. There might be sellers up here, but to me, the closest resistance is a 20 EMA. I am aware of the fact that we are in trading range. We turn the trading range price action in this area. So I'm just kind of basically trying to front run the gap fill. I'm not super eager to get gap fill here. I am more eager to get a one-to-one on the measure move. A little more than one-to-one.
Target filled.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Simple trade. The fact that we couldn't get two bear bars in a row made me feel like the bears were not as strong as I thought. And bulls came in basically with limit orders as they broke the lows of these candles. They just came with limit orders here. You can see it with this tail. And that was enough for me to say, hey, we probably can go up a little bit, probably for at least a scalp. We end up getting a one-to-one, which is good. A scalp is like, 25 points, I would say. But I do recognize that we did turn to trading range here slightly with the limit order, right? People sold when they broke this high. They bought when they broke this low. So that's trading range when you start seeing price action like that. We didn't quite get to the gap fill. We made the one-to-one, and it's also off the 20 EMA. So I took my profits there. Are we going to get the gap fill? I'm not sure. But now we're setting up for a second to short off the 20 EMA here. It's a good trade. $86 trade on a micro. It's pretty incredible if you ask me. That's a nice scalp. And it was quick. No problems. Just straight to the point. On the 1 minute chart, if we break another candle's high, I may go long, especially if we don't get consecutive bear bars in a row here. Just to fill the gap. The 1 minute chart. We have this. Might break this high. See, this is confusing. Second to short forms, it fails, and that trap also fails, which is super confusing. All right, measure move of some sort maybe. Oops, that wrong. Go for a measure move, something like this. Basically gets you to the highs. Do I love this trade? It looks good enough to fill the gap, in my opinion. Ooh, it's an inside bar, actually. The 1 minute chart. Okay. I mean, if it makes it, it makes it. I mean, I'm not, like, too eager to jump in here, to be honest. I'm happy with my scalp. One problem is that we're not bouncing off any supports with this push-up. If we tested this area here, then maybe. Tested this area, right here, the highs here, then maybe, because you're also coming off the 20 EMA. I don't know, there was no support here to trade off of. It's just, that would be pure momentum play, and I don't know if the momentum is really that strong. Second entry long now for me on the 1 minute chart. We're getting surgical here with the 1 minute. Can we test this double support area, which is right the pivot highs here, and also the 20 EMA. Nice bounce off of the 20 EMA on the 5 minute chart. I got the pretty much the perfect profit there. But the question is, I'm gonna fill this gap. I would like a bounce off of this area. Or breakout retest. And the market may look for a measure move on the 1 minute chart. We'll see here. We'll see. We got very close to filling the gap, and we didn't quite get there, which is concerning. Because I've seen markets reverse with smaller gaps than this. I've seen one tick reversals. Like the gap not filling by one tick in the reversals. I've seen them. I've seen. I can't say I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot, pandas. I've seen a lot, and that is crazy. To be scared of a reversal when you miss a target by one tick, but it happens. It does. It's happened to me. I've held a trade for that one tick and I missed it. Second entry long here's hidden though. It's a hidden second entry long. We don't quite touch any supports here. And that's the thing about, strong trends. We technically are bouncing off this channel here. Could be a nice second entry. Oh, you know what? It's a hidden second entry long. Coming off two supports, sorta. I wish I actually touched the 20 MA. I wish we actually triggered the second pullback here. We did with the outside bar reversal, but I like it when the bar actually closes. Can we get beneath it? We don't quite get there. In fact, turns always in long here after the close. Most likely we'll fill the gap, in my opinion. Most likely. But obviously you got sellers up over here. I'm not sure how much further above the gap it's going to get. BJC way too much, yep. Bill, welcome. Good morning, everybody. What a Monday. TGIM, pandas. Thank God it's Monday. You know why? Why do we say TGIM? Because we get to do what we love most with the community we love most, trading futures together as pandas. I mean, what better day is Monday? The weekend is no longer the weekend. The weekdays, right? The weekend is business. The weekdays are pleasure. The weekend is just there so we can rest to get ready for the week ahead. You know what I mean, pandas? You know you're doing the right thing when you do what you love, when you look forward to it. Bill 7, scalp that like button. Thank you. Thanks for reminding everybody. Can we get, I'm interested. If we can get a second entry long here off of the 20 MA and also this trend line, I'm very interested because we got a clear target here that we're trying to hit. It's just to me, it has all the pieces that we need here. Only problem is that we haven't actually come off double support, just one support. And it depends on how you draw this trend line. Ooh, I think we're going to get it, pandas. I think we're going to get our setup here. Let's see if we can take advantage of this. I may take it with 2. I don't like that signal bar, I'll tell you that much. We're at the 5 minute, just having a hard time breaking above that 20 MA. Okay. Can we get a good signal bar here? I'm interested. Show me a little green. Show me just a little green. Or a lot of green. I'm interested here, Pan. Let's fill the gap. Got 20 seconds left on this candle. Stay patient, pandas. Stay patient. Hold. Hold. Ooh, complete doji bar. Interesting. Interesting. I'm interested here. Let's go long. If we break this low, I'm no longer interested. If we break this low, I don't think I'm interested anymore. So if we close beneath this low, I'm definitely not interested. If we print a bad signal bar here, I'm also not interested. I'm more interested in the reversal. Create a second entry short on the 5-minute chart. Second entry short on the 5-minute chart triggered. Coming around the 20 MA, but this bull leg is so strong. It may not reverse here. Like it may not come back down. But notice, if we're gonna be in a trading range, we're near the top of the trading range. It's a good place to come out. We hit the top of the trading range, gotta get back to the bottom. Almost got there. We're heading back to the top of the trading range. Okay, we close above it, but man, that's I don't know. I don't like the signal bar. It's not the best. I can sit on my pause. That is a trade. Sitting on pause is a trade here. Okay, we're in this trade. Very defined risk. We're gonna go for the gap fill, and then a runner to the measure move. And we got killed. And we're dead. It's the second entry long off the 20 MA, but in the it just got so sus. I should have left it alone. I think I got too excited for the obvious target, which is the weekly gap fill, the second entry long. Yeah, we get killed. Yay! I went with 2 as well. This could be a strong move to the downside. I don't know. Just set my pause for a little bit confusing here. Okay. It's a little bit confused here. Okay. The problem is that I jumped to the 5-minute or 1-minute chart. Got me too excited here. If we get consecutive bear bars here, I mean, this can come back to the bottom. Like, not easily, but it's a very strong possibility. We come back to the low, basically the open of day. Like, if you look at most daily charts have at least a small tail. It's very rare, right? This one didn't have really have a tail, but like even small tails like this, even small tails. You got to look at the bull bars, right? The bull bars, they typically have small, even the smallest tail, like that on the daily chart, which means that this is probably not the low of day. Which means it's probably not low because most days we don't have like just an open. We usually have a small. We do have a small tail here, but that's relatively like nothing. It's relatively nothing. Like it most likely will make a new low. Most likely, in my opinion, because most days we have little tails underneath the daily chart on the bull bars. Like if you go back the last 100 bull bars, how many do not have tails? How many do not have tails? I would say this one right here is probably the one bar that does not have a tail in the last like whatever 100 bars. So it's not impossible, but just most likely this is not the low of day. Most likely. If we get 2 bear bars in a row, I may look for a pullback to go short again. But we need 2 bear bars in a row. Right, 2 bear bars in a row will signal bears to jump in and bulls to get out. Bulls, when they see 2 bear bars in a row, they usually just try to look for a break even to get out, if they can get it, or the, I don't know, scale in with the next bull bar, something along those lines. We're up $1.60, man. Green is green, right? Green is green. I spend more money on commissions than what I have in profits right now. I basically use my profits to take this trade, the 1 minute trade here, second entry long, 20 minutes. See, it's not coming off 2 key areas at this point. It's broken down, and I got a little bit sus. A little bit sus. This whole thing was a little bit sus. I think I just got too excited the fact that we're so close to this target, and we got a second entry long going to it. And the first leg was so strong. I felt like maybe. But it was probably more along the lines of this. Break a trend, do high, reversal. The only problem is we didn't really hit a resistance here. Are we going to get 2 bear bars in a row on the 5 minute chart is the question. And the reason why this is more significant with 2 bear bars here than let's say here is because we're coming off of a very clear resistance, which is the 20 MA. I mean, the market's making like a very strong trading range type thing here. At least from what I see. But if the bears cannot print another bear bar here, I don't know. This is a strong buy zone in my opinion. So the idea is if you get 2 bull bars coming off of this buy zone in the 5 minute chart, then it could be a good place for reversal. Sometimes it makes 2 bull bars and pushes down again. Another strong 2 bull bars. So you may lose on the first trade if you get it. If you try it, you get higher chances if you try it a second time. Just so you know, probably is higher if it does it a second time and then has 2 bull bars. The first time bull bars can be a fake out. Now what do we have here? We could not print 2 bear bars in a row. But I don't know. I want to see 2 bull bars and I may go long. I want to see 2 bull bars. Got a measure move here. But like I said, most likely it's not low of day. Most likely that's not low of day. When will we test it? I don't know. It can be like in the afternoon. Who knows? Or it could be soon if we can't get above the 20 MA. If we can't get closes above the 20 MA, it could be soon. Bears cannot print 2 bear bars in a row yet still. I'm just sitting my pause here. I kind of like being flat here because it's getting confusing. I did mention trading range price action when we sold this high and then bought this low. And eventually we just sell the high here again, coming back here into this small trading range. Just watching confusion. Yuck. What is this? Okay. Okay. I mean, okay. Sellers above probably. I don't know. Okay. Still beneath the 20 MA. Not sure. Maybe I'll go short here. Maybe those who are long here are giving up, coming up break even. After seeing the bear bar coming off of a resistance. Problem is we don't have 2 bear bars in a row. That's my main issue of going short here. But the risk reward is very good going short. Like very good. Okay, showing a little strength now. Curious. I mean, if we close like above the 20 MA, I'm just gonna go long. Right? Because that means that 20 MA is like was acting as resistance, but not anymore. If we can close above the 20 MA, I'll just go long. In 30 seconds, if we can do it, I'll try. We also got 2 bull bars in a row now. In an uptrend. Creating a wedge top as well. The 1 minute is yuck. Yuck right now. This is the 1 minute chart. It looks yuck. If we can make close above 20 MA, I'm just gonna buy. 3, 2, 1. Nope, no close above 20 MA yet. Can still act as a resistance. 2 bull bars in a row, which is good for the bulls, and we close above these highs. So the premise of those who bought here coming out break even, I don't think it no longer applies. Because if they're trying to come out break even, then we would not be closing above here. We're closing beneath this open. Or sorry, this close. So it shows to me that those who were long are not scared. They're holding for something more spooky to get them out of the trade. Such as 2 bear bars in a row. So far, every close has been beneath the 20 MA. And high chance that this is not low of day. I think fairly high chance it's not low of day. Like 1 out of 100 chance this is low of day kind of thing. OI pattern on the 15-minute chart, actually. Ooh, we got an OI on the 15-minute. It just breaks the top of the OI. Didn't realize that. Right, with this bar is completely inside this bar, and we just broke the top of it, which is a setup to break to the upside. Lots of limit order trading, though. Lots of limit order trading here. Currently spike and channel. Okay. Hard time closing above the 20 MA here. I think we're beyond the point of the morning reversal. Dominic, good morning. Welcome, welcome. We're at $1.60. That is crazy. Pandas, don't forget, big news tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Like, it's big news. And it's a make or break news event. What I mean by that, it's a make or break your evals in one single trade. Either you pass them in one trade or you fail them in one trade. It's a big news event tomorrow. CPI 8:30 a.m. I think it's worth trying to pass your accounts. I think it's worth trying, but it's up to you. I think it's a big enough news event where it's worth a try. It's a really big one. And right now everything is like we're trying to figure out what the Fed wants to do on the next Fed funds rate, which is on January 28th, about 3 weeks from now. Or what, 2 weeks? Right, 2 weeks from now, a little more than 2 weeks. And 2.5 weeks. So I'm chilling here. If we can't get a close above 20 MA, I'm not trying. I'm not trying here. We need a close above 20 MA. The 1 minute is absolutely filthy. Filthy, man. It is filthy. It does create the fail second short, though. It does create the fail second short. 5 minute. If we get a close above 20 MA, let me just buy it. We'll see. Give me a close above the 20 MA. I'm a buyer. Can I get a close above the 20 MA? I don't know. Is this a strong buy signal or something? I don't know. Poking above 20 MA. And the 1 minute. Spike. Channel. Actually, this bounces off this channel and the 20 MA pretty well here. Maybe it's a good buy. This was a good buy. The fail second entry short. Maybe a good buy here. Get another bounce off of it. I'm curious. All right. I'm done being teased. Let's go for it. One last try. Another attempt at this, basically the same trade that we took here. It's another attempt at it. But it's chappy. Very chappy. It's basically the exact same trade. We're going to try it again. But now we got a nice push off of this channel and trend line. Let's see. We're in this trade again, pandas. Yeah. We'll try. First target will fill the gap. Second target is the measure move. Lots of consolidation here. Lots of limit order trading. Lots of back and forth. Could just be trapped here in a trading range. I'm just taking another attempt at this. Just another jab at it. Yeah, this is what I get, huh? This is what I get. This is what I get for trying to be fancy. Not waiting for my confirmation, which is the 5-minute close above the 20 MA. We never get it. Just getting too eager here. Staring at the charts too long. Can't even close above where I entered. This is chopped. Yeah. At least there seems to be a lot of buyers off the trend line 20 MA, creating some sort of limit order market here for me to go long. Yep. But so many overlapping bars. I think for sure the trade is dead if we break this low. But if we can stay above here, then let's see what beholds. See what the market beholds here. Lots of chop. Still, so you're saying there's still a chance. 1 in a million chance? So you're saying there's still a chance. Ooh, we get a nice bull bar. Is this the time? Are we breaking out here is the question. We're so close to this target. So close to the gap fill. And the 15-minute OI pattern. Ooh, a little pop up there. I love that. We still haven't hit our target, which is just insane. Can we hit our target is the question. We might not be able to hit it. We may not be able to fill this gap. It can be stubborn like that. Especially when you got this much chop before it. It can be stubborn like that, and this could just be trading range. One more push down before it pushes up type situation. And don't forget, tomorrow is news. Big news. So a lot of traders are waiting for the big news tomorrow before making the big move. So today, most likely trading range day because everyone's waiting for tomorrow. See what the news says. So we can miss like these targets by ticks. Look, we're missing this by ticks right now. And the volume could be low because everyone's waiting for news tomorrow. So if volume is low, then there's more possibility, higher possibility that we have to, right? Institutions may take out this low before going up because they need to keep reloading, right? This is institutions having to reload because the volume's so low for them in order to get to their target with the profits they want. They have all these buys here. They have all these buys here, all these limit orders. Continue to buy, and they'll buy lower until they hit their target, until they get to their full position. And so days where there's low volume, you see that more often, where these trading ranges will kind of break out one side very strong and then reverse super strong. So hopefully we get our first target, which is the gap fill. We still missed it, right? We still didn't get filled. We actually didn't hit it yet by a tick. We missed our target by a tick. Are we going to get it? There's a chance, but there is a chance it might miss. We missed it by literally one single tick, our target, and it's reversing strong. Pandas, this is what I'm talking about. You think it can't happen, but you're seeing it right before your eyes. The one tick miss of a gap fill happens more than you think. And this might be a reversal here. We missed our target by a tick. We might get burned here. Unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Isn't that crazy, Pandas? We missed my target. Like, you can't even see it unless I zoom in this close. We missed it by one single tick. A weekly gap fill on the Nascraq. We could not fill it. Isn't that crazy? The market reverse is one tick before it hits my target. One tick before filling the gap on the weekly chart. To me, that's crazy. And like I said, you don't think it can happen, but you're seeing it right before your eyes happening. And this can be a big reversal. If we get two bear bars in a row, especially closing beneath the 20 MA, I mean, I'm probably out of my trade. That's enough reason for me just to abandon this trade and just see what happens. Get two bear bars here, especially closing beneath 20 MA. Missing my target by one single tick is just diabolical. You know what I mean? It's rough, it's rough, it's rough. Super small bar on the 5-minute chart. Hoping we can get to the gap fill now with this break to the upside, right? We could not get consecutive bear bars in a row again, which gives me confidence we have a decent shot at pushing up here, because we could not get consecutive bear bars, especially closing beneath the 20 MA. We're holding. Hold! Hold! Consecutive bull bars in a row above 20 MA. Hopefully we get it. This might be enough push for us to get there. It might smash through it, which would be great because then we can hit our final target, which is the measure move target here. Having a hard time getting to fill the gap fill. And the bulls might give up. To me, as long as we are above the 20 MA, closing above the 20 MA with no consecutive bear bars, I am still interested in this trade. Hopefully we'll get there, but we'll see. Lots of limit order trading though. Lots of back and forth. Lots of chop here. Second entry long may have to trigger here to get to the target now. Crazy. We literally missed it by one single tick on a $26,000 product. We missed something by 25 cents. What kind of precision do you need to miss something by 25 cents on a $26,000 product? This is what we're getting here. And then, like I said, we missed a target by one single tick. And we could have to break this low before we finally get it. Like this low here. We may have to break this low before we finally get it. Now it's a wedge top. Absolutely incredible. We missed a target by one single tick. And now we're getting a close beneath the 20 MA, which is what I was fearing. And one more bear bar, I am out of this trade. I'm just going to abandon it because there's no reason for me to hold at this point. In fact, I'll probably go short. Like, while still no, it's not. It's 80% off now. I just changed my thing to up to 90% off because I'm tired of changing it. They change it like every single week what their promo is. I'm just tired of changing it. Second entry long here, but I'm finally get a close beneath the 20 MA. And we're about to get another close beneath the 20 MA, which is a problem. Could have came out break even on my trade if I wanted to. But I'd rather just take the hit when I know for sure this trade is dead. Okay, I'll take the hit here. Oh, this is a 1 minute. This is a 1 minute. I was wondering why it's so slow or so fast. This is a 1 minute chart. Bull bar. Okay, we're holding. I realize we're on a 1 minute chart. I'll stick with the 1 minute since we took the trade in 1 minute. All right. No reason to double our trade here because our entry is actually better than this entry. There might be a give up bar soon. You miss a target by 25 cents on a $26,000 product. The precision is amazing, but I called it, didn't I? I called it earlier this stream. I was like, I've seen missing gap fills by one single tick, and we are seeing that today, pandas. Isn't that crazy? I called that today. Missing a target by one tick. Now we got multiple bear bars underneath the 20 MA, and we're gonna get hit here. So that's how crazy this market can be. Like, you don't think it can happen, but boy, oh boy, the market will never cease to amaze you. Missed a target by one single tick, a weekly gap fill, and we couldn't get there. And then the next thing you know, we're full blown reversing off of it, so you don't get a chance. Like, I mean, you could have had a chance to maybe come out. I could have came out break. I could have come out with profit anywhere here. I could have came out break even on that little push up here. But that's how crazy this market can be. Be vigilant, pandas. Be careful. Like, I'm trading micros right now, so I'm losing what, like $120. I lost $130 on this trade. Woohoo! But how crazy is you missing a target by one single tick? You miss a target by one single tick. A major target like that as well. How insane does this market have to be for that to happen? You know, what can you do? What can you do? It's the name of the game. You miss targets by one tick. Just gotta try. I can't trade in a way where I feel like I'm gonna miss all my targets by one tick. You know, I cannot trade in that way. I'd rather take the loss when I get two consecutive bear bars, which just happens to be where my stop loss was anyway. So I'll just take it. I'll just take the hit. I'm looking to go short now. The fact that we missed that by one tick and knowing that this is most likely not the low of day, I'm going to look for a fail second entry long here and I'm going to go short. And that'll probably be my last trade of the stream. I'm going to look for a fail second entry long here. And then we're going to go with 2 because this is basically major trend reversal territory here. Right? We basically get a wedge top here. Wedge top, it's not perfect, but it's 3 pushes up. Off of resistance. And we're getting a setup here, fail second entry long. You can also call this break a trend new low or break a trend new high and major trend reversal. I'm going to take 2 because I want a runner just in case something amazing happens. People buying where my stop loss was. After 2 bear bars like this, kind of scary to do that, but on the 5-minute, we don't get consecutive bear bars in a row. The market is just nasty and wanted to take my stop out literally before really pushing up. Still trying to go short here. Missing that by one tick is diabolical. I'm going to assume that basically the gap was filled. The market wants to reverse off here. All right. Here we go. Last trade of the stream. Fail second entry long. Diabolical here. Missed the target by one single tick. Just insane. On a $26,000 product. Missed the target by one single tick. My first target's here. Second target's here. Major trend reversal. Let's see what happens. Strong bear bar on its low. Good sign for me. Need 2 though. Need 1 more strong bear bar to really feel confident that this is going to push down hard. Right, another bear bar in a row here could signal a give up. Could show that the bulls are giving up. If we get another strong bear bar here, we only got 1 bear bar. Missing a target by one single tick is diabolical. The market purposely reversed it there. Like they reversed it there like very, very precisely. So I'm going to assume the gap is filled and all the bulls are out. And we're trying to reverse it now. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'll take this hit. And I'll stop trading. I think at this point I'm pretty much like either tilted. Just too confused. Just too confused. Got a wedge top, fail second entry long, beneath the 20 MA, off of a strong resistance, which is the previous week's close. Missed it by a tick, but still I think it's, you know, for all intents and purposes, the gap filled. And yeah, I think it's a good place to go short. We'll see though. I could swing trade and just take my stop loss actually at the gap here. Do I want to do that? Is a question. For swing trade on this disgusting gap fill miss. Not particularly, just because on the 5-minute chart we haven't had consecutive bear bars yet. I would say this is where you have to have your stop loss. It's quite high. Okay, can't break the previous candle's low. Still a lot of bullish momentum, still possibly always in long. Trying to think, should I create a bigger stop loss to let the major trend reversal play out? How much risk is that? It's a question. It's $200 risk. $200 risk. Is it worth it? Not really. Especially the way it looks right now. It may fill the gap now. I'd feel way more confident 2 bear bars in a row on the 5-minute chart. But we're not getting that. $200 risk, is it worth it? I'd rather just get hit and see if it does come back up here and bounces off again and create a double top. How about that? I think that makes more sense. I'd rather just get hit here. And if I still like to short, I'll try to short again, but the thing is, the 5-minute, we haven't had 2 bear bars in a row yet. So this could just be always in long. At the 5-minute, still, just right. If we get a bear bar, no follow through. We don't even break the low of this bear bar. So to me, I'm like, I'm not as bearish as I thought. It's the fact that we have a setup here for major trend reversal, which is why I want to go short here. Fail second entry long. It's fine. If I find that, you know, we have more reason to go short, if we break this low, that'd be great for me. Okay. Now for sure, if we reverse here, I think I'm just out of this trade. So it's creating its own fail second entry short to reverse back up, probably to the gap fill now. But that's diabolical right there. Missed the target by 1 single tick. Takes me out and then bounces off where my stop loss is. It's just, it's diabolical. This is a good second entry short to take, actually. But I'm already basically in the position here. But it's a nice position, right? Fail second entry short, coming off the 20 MA and our trend line. It's a good second entry short off the 1-minute chart. Not a bad second entry short, in my opinion. It has a lot of the criteria you need. Only thing you could say is that it's kind of choppy and we're near the bottom of a trading range. This will be my only concern right now on this short. Otherwise, I think it's a good trade. Good attempt to go short, right? We got 2 key areas being hit. 20 and also major trend reversal now as well. Major trend reversal triggers here. You get second entry short. But we cannot break the low here. We need to close beneath this low. Dominic said, thinks bears are having a tough time making money on the 5-minute. Absolutely. That's a major concern. This is why I'm not raising my stop loss. Because bears are not, like, we haven't had 2 bear bars in a row yet. Ooh, okay. It's a nice push. You make your 1-to-1 probably. Your 1-to-1 on this trade. It's here. Hopefully you can get the 1-to-1. We'll see. 15-minute candle. Maybe buyers beneath the low, prior lows of candles. Almost make a 1-to-1 on the first trade. Major trend reversal attempt here. Making a hard time to make the 1-to-1. Yep, really hard time making a 1-to-1, and now we're gonna lose this trade as well. I'm pretty sure this trade's dead. The fact that we came back up here like this feels like, to me, this trade is dead. It feels like on the 15-minute candle, they just bought the low of the previous candle's low, either creating a trading range or another push up. 15-minute candle makes it feel like it's still pretty bullish. The fact that we broke this high is crazy to me. If we push again now, this is... Oh, I mean, all right, fair enough. Whatever. I was wrong. It's just going to maybe push down more. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Whatever. I think at this point, I'll just come out break even. If this reverses up, I don't know. I don't want to see what happens. I don't want to know what happens. This pushes back up here now. I can take bamboo off the 1 to 2, which is typically where you would take at least one contract off. Take some profits at the 1 to 2. Okay, that's good close for me, right? Closing beneath that pivot low. What I'm going to do is, after we touch the 1 to 2, I'm going to take on the first reversal out. Just in case it just waterfalls and test the low of day. But again, like if we reverse back up here, I don't want to see what happens. I don't want to, like, I don't want to play around if it comes back up here, because now the fact that we couldn't push down here at this point, to me, it just feels like it has its chance to break down and it hasn't done it yet. So what's going on? That means there's a lot of bulls buying limit orders off this low here, this pivot low. I don't really want to see what happens if we reverse again. I'd rather just come out break even at this point, because now, like, we've had plenty of opportunity to make our move, and the fact that we could not make our move yet makes me feel like this trade is chopped. If it takes me out break even, so be it. It's fine. I mean, I don't lose money on this trade. And I don't want to see what happens now, because it's so choppy. So many opportunity to... It makes the 1-to-1 on the first trade, so you could say it's a successful scalp. But I was looking for a major trend reversal there. And we're down $131. It's all good, pandas. It's not the end of the world. All right, pandas? That's the beauty of micros. It's never really the end of the world, as long as you trade. On the 5-minute chart, cannot make multiple bear bars in a row. It's alternating, creating this limit order market. And today, most likely, trading range day, because of the fact that tomorrow we have big news. Market's waiting for tomorrow. And we're also in a range here, within a bigger range. To me, it's amazing that we missed my target by 1 tick. I wouldn't be even in this situation. We missed my target by 1 single tick. That's amazing, but actually it does not surprise me. I was calling it ever since this missed it. Like, I was calling it, yeah, like, I've seen 1 tick misses, and we have a 1 tick miss here. Again, I can't say I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot, and that is something that does happen. You miss your target by 1 tick, and 1 tick it missed today. It's amazing how it happens when I was mentioning it, so it is what it is. But I also am not going to trade in a way where I think I'm gonna miss my target by 1 tick. If I miss a target by 1 tick, so be it. It's a rare thing. So I'd rather just say, okay, screw it. I maybe should just came out break even on that trade once it didn't hit it, but I don't know. I was risking like what, $120 on that trade, so whatever. I could care less. We're still basically like within the range of 1 single scalp on the mini, so anything that happens on the micros, like, it's almost trivial. especially if you're trading like 2 micros at max. We may have to wait for better days. Tomorrow may be a better day. More volatility. Big news tomorrow, so with that, could be a nice price action. Today I would say not that good. Technically I should just be scalping here. Buying low, selling high scalp. Spike channel, 3 pushes up. I think I got too enticed on the 1 minute chart without considering the 1 minute. It was super choppy. Right, the 1 minute's choppy. Now the 5 minutes turning choppy. Now the 15 minutes turning choppy. The market's very fractal. Right, here's the 15-minute chart. Also very choppy. Basically selling previous candles highs. We're just selling them. No longer able to close. Well, we close above this high here. Close above this high here. But yeah, no longer can close above them anymore. We didn't lose any money in that last trade. Didn't make money, but we didn't lose any money. I think I'm gonna buy low sell high scalp type situation. People selling top of this candle, looking for a scalp. If you sold here, your scalp is around here. Again, cannot make consecutive bear bars in a row. So bulls are not super scared here. Cannot close beneath previous candles lows either. Creating wicks instead, showing that the bulls are scalping, at the very least. It definitely shows the bears are scalping because they're not able to push it much further than this. All right. I will join in the scalp party. Lower lows, higher highs, creating a triangle. It's trading the 1 minute trading range here. Just see what happens here. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be much higher than the gap fill. Maybe it'll go much higher. Maybe it'll hit the measure move finally. I think I just short here. Second leg up on the 15-minute chart, possibly. Oh. I mean, I'm just gonna trade this trading range. Even if we break higher, I'm probably okay. Scale in. Does break it. I mean, we may get the gap fill now, finally. I also mentioned, right, on low volume days, that this low can be taken out before we fill the gap. Like we missed the gap by one tick, we took this low out, and now we're gonna come back up. And this happens on those low volume days because institutions want to fill this gap. They're not in their full position yet, and so when they break this low, they're able to get into their full position and now finally come and gap fill. I actually mentioned that while I was in this trade around this time. I mentioned while these candles were forming that before we fill this gap, we may take this low out before we fill in the gap. Like I actually mentioned all of that because the volume's so low. And the volume's that low. Or I might have been mentioning it when it was kind of reversing like this, saying before we get this gap fill, we may take this low out first. And exactly happening as I said it. But who cares if it's happening as I said it? It needs to happen as I trade it, no? Isn't that more important, pandas? Who cares if it does everything I say? If it doesn't happen, that's the way I trade. So that's that, right? What's more important is how I trade it. Does it happen as I trade it? That's more important, in my opinion. It's about a scalp. Just keep it like this. Bottom trade range, and I'm gonna buy again. The bottom trading range. Wide stop. It's the only way to trade this. Only way you can do this also with micros. You cannot do this with minis. Which is another reason why I jumped to micros, because it allows me to do trading ranges, and trading ranges are just Really hard to do with minis, especially with prop firm accounts. They don't give you enough margin. But like to me, like if it looks like a parent like trading range day, I gotta trade it like a trading range. How much are you gonna use tomorrow? Forbidden Jitsu. To pass evals. If you're not talking about that, then I'll just trade normally as I trade any other day. See the couple candles, see if we're gonna start trending. If you have good reason to think that, then go always in long, always in short, whichever way the market goes. Okay, we're breaking up now. Creating a higher low on the 15-minute chart. Like, even if it pushes up hard, like I'm pretty sure I can scale in and come out break even or with profit just because this is so sideways and this creates an expanding pattern. Everything about this says chopped. I'm just like not gonna be so married to the premise that we're gonna fill this gap. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we don't fill it and we come back down to the low here. I just wouldn't be surprised. Market seems to be always in long on the 5-minute chart. Right? No consecutive bear bars in a row, not consecutive bull bars, and spike in channel. And now it's making a double top possibly on the gap fill. Wait, wedge top, double top. Quite possibly here. For evals, yep, Forbidden Jitsu. Um, Another reason why I like trading micros is like if I want to trade minis, like I want to trade on days where I feel confident. Most days are like this, absolute trash, absolute trash. Most days. So I'd rather trade trash as trash, and assume it's gonna be trash unless otherwise, right? Expectation is trash. Only 10% of days are really amazing. That's one out of every 2 weeks. 1 day out of every 2 weeks. You get a really good, strong day. You just can't miss those days. These days you can miss. I don't mind if I'm negative a little bit on these days. It's the days that are nice is where you need to make your bamboo. High or low here? It's just trickling up. Probably gap fill. So I'm thinking. Now that we took this low out, most likely gap fill. How to take this low out first though, because the institutions could not get their full position before getting here. Now they're in their full position, and now they can hit their target, which is probably the gap fill. Maybe more. Maybe the 1-to-1 at the end of the day. Oh. I'm sorry, this is a snoozer. Come on! What is this? Goodness. Wow. I don't know. This is torture. All right then. Very cool. Very cool. Bears can't make money. Bulls are making a little bit of money. There's no successful scalp here yet. Oh, golly, this is so slow. Finally, gap fill. Right, that was a good break even here. I was in this trade for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10 minutes. I was in that trade. And just got out break even because it just was not doing what I wanted to do. I'm guessing most likely gap fill here. Maybe a strong push out. Beyond the gap fill. Not sure. Well, would you look at that? The gap finally fills. After first taking out this low. Stop loss hunting. Can someone explain stop loss hunting? Why that works? Stop loss hunting here. Basically, people who had their stop loss on their longs a tick beneath this pivot low, they got triggered and they went up. Well, I think more than stop loss hunting, what it is that the bears made their profit. They broke this low, and the bears who are happy with their profits are out of their trade now. And in order for a bear to get out of their trade, they had to buy back their shorts. So they're buying here once they hit their target. So more than your stop loss hunting, I think this is triggered more of the fact that the bears made their target. I just don't think stop loss hunting is necessarily a thing just because it doesn't benefit anyone. You know what I mean? Like if an institution is trying to get to your stop loss, guess what happens? That means they're going into a bunch of sells. And if they're trying to stop loss hunt you, then they need the market to go into a bunch of buys, not sells. So if you're stop loss hunting, that means they're going to trigger a bunch of sells. That doesn't help them. Does it help them? Maybe it does help them because then they can buy into all those sells. Actually, it does help them. Stop loss hunting, they have to sell. They need to find a place where people are willing to sell. So they can enter in long. I don't know. It doesn't make sense because they're selling all the way up. They're always finding. I don't know. I guess gotta think about it more. But stop loss hunting. I don't know. It's very counterintuitive because if you're triggering a bunch of sells, that's like the opposite of what you want. You want to trigger a bunch of buys. I understand it, right? The way it makes sense to me, if you want to trigger a bunch of buys, is you get to a target that the bears are trying to get to. When the bears get to their target, that's where you trigger a bunch of buys. So it's not a stop loss hunting. It's more like a take profit hunting. They're trying to find where the bears will take profit, and that will cause this to catapult up to the direction they need it to go. It's more take profit hunting, not stop loss hunting, in my opinion. It ends up looking like stop loss hunting because most likely you have your stop loss here because you're not trading it correctly, which is what. Well, I guess I have my stop loss a little higher, but more or less that would have been where my final stop loss would have been. Thinking about trading ranges too, it's kind of like, oh, I see the trading range. I see one bounce. See 1, 2, 3. After 3 bounces, it's kind of like confirmed trading range. Then I try to enter the trading range, and it always goes against me when I try to enter the trading range. So again, it's like kind of also hard to trade trading ranges, because when I go long, it ends up breaking out. All together, days like today are just difficult. Two strong bull bars on the 15-minute chart. Huh? Second leg up. I feel okay scaling in here because I feel like this is so choppy. It looks like it wants to make a 1-to-1 now. That could be another place where I scale in. let's see if we can scale it here for a nice pullback, and then see if the one-to-one is hit. Only made possible by micros. Right? If this was a mini, I'll be negative $1,000 right now, which is too much pain. I was trading a mini here. Only made possible because of micros. Ah, shoot. I thought I broke the low. I thought I broke the low, Prentice. Oh, I pattern. I like it to break a previous candle's low. I thought it did. It like did like a quick move, and I thought it broke, so I just tried to get in. I should have set up a stop loss order. Not a stop loss, a stop order. Again, this is just torture. Either going long or short, still torture. Regardless, it's just so slow. So we're gonna go higher. Just fine. Careless. It's like it's about the time to reverse in this area. It's an OI pattern. 2 inside bars. We finally broke the. We finally broke the previous candle's low. Very nice. golly. Pretty nice second entry long, maybe cut off the 20 MA. If this is really going down, then it's going down, but setting my pause until then. So let it happen. If it happens, it happens. Hopefully looking for a good pullback before hitting the 1-to-1, or maybe I can go short again. But I don't know, the trading range like develops. No. Maybe like trends where typically 3 pushes up is the end of the trend. Maybe on a trading range, three attempts of the trading range also. Maybe be able to come out break even on this trade with a little bit of bamboo. Or I can come out with a small loss. Also not too shabby if that happens. Curious to see what happens now. It's diabolical, right? Missed my target by a tick, takes out this pivot low, and then finally fills a gap. It took a lot to get there. Low volume days, that happens. Days before news, that happens. Just kind of diabolical things are more likely, as we saw. But I don't know. I don't know if I could trade in a way where I'm scared I'll miss my target by one single tick, especially after this bull bars, printed. If we get a bull bar like this, I'm thinking, all right, we'll probably get to my target by one tick. And we didn't, so it is what it is. Come back to the 20 MA, second entry long. This could be a nice pop-up. We'll see, though. It's just one key area, 20 MA. Oh, actually 2 key areas if you consider the previous week's close. The reason why I'm not going long here is because wedge top 1, 2, 3 pushes up. But it's clear about 20 minutes off 2 key areas. If we didn't have this wedge here, I probably would think going long, but this wedge is making it diabolical. OI pattern. Right, where this was resistance, now acting as support as we break out retest. Could be a decent long trade here. Also notice that it's a trading range day, right? This price action is oozing trading range. It's oozing it out of its pores that it's a trading range day of some sort. And because of that, I have a hard time buying up here. Like, I'd rather be selling up here. Like, I sold here and I sold here. I'm selling where I feel like the top of the trading range is. And I don't feel bad doing it. I feel like that's the right move. And if I lose, I lose. I lose a couple, what, $100, whatever. We're going to go short here. And we lose. If we break this high, we'll lose it all. We'll just not lose it all, but we'll lose this trade. And we're going to attempt to go short here. Feels like entry long. It's not going where I want it to go immediately, at least. Could be a good long trade because the failed trap could trigger this to go much higher. That's not a good entry bar for me. Come up, break even on that trade. Cannot close beneath my break even, which is concerning to me. If it reverses up, just take the hit, whatever. Let's see what happens. What happens, happens, pandas. It is like oozing trading range day. We can't break beneath this this resistance acting as support now. We can't close beneath it. We simply cannot. Which is cause of concern. We tried 2 times. Both breakouts failed. We could not close beneath it. We close on it, but could not close beneath it, which is definitely cause of concern. Now we're pushing back up. It's bad news for me. It might push down, but I'm not sure how far it's gonna go. Yeah, it just tested again. It's testing it again. Yeah, cause of concern. We couldn't close beneath this, which is huge cause of concern. And now we're probably gonna lose this trade. Well, in that case, I might as well hold it. If I'm willing to lose it anyways. See what happens, yeah. Okay, I'll consider this. I could have came out break even, pandas. Maybe I got greedy. Maybe I got greedy, but to me, this is oozing trading range price action. This channel is just, it's just a very clear channel here, and we're hitting the top of the channel. And I feel like if we break this high, this trade is done. But as of now, like, we should be going lower if we're in this channel and it's oozing trading range price action. I just feel like more likely to go down than up, but the price action telling me that we cannot close beneath this resistance now acting as support. And the fact that we cannot close beneath it makes me feel like it's a breakout retest and it's gonna go higher. I mean, I just have like conflicting things. So I think at the end, my stop loss will tell me if I'm wrong, and it's basically that's it. My stop loss just tell me I'm wrong. And most likely going to hit the measure move from the first push up to the first pullback. We got a measure move here, pretty much around the previous day's high. Or we could find another short trade, but I don't know. Always in long on the bears or bull side or a 5-minute chart. Always in long. The scalpers have their stop loss here. Those who went short to scalp just got stopped out. If we break this low, we're in business. We're back in business if we break this low. I'm just thinking what will make me more angry. What would make me more angry right now is if I get out of this trade and it actually flushes to the downside. And I do not want that to happen. That would make me the most angry of this trade. I would rather just get stopped out than if like I come out early and then it flushes. That would make me more angry, pandas. That would make me more angry if I like get out of my trade and it flushes, then my stop loss getting hit. Because at least my stop loss getting hit is like, yeah, that's where I wanted to get hit. It's for me to know 100% I should be out of this trade. But what's worse for me would be to get out of this trade now and then see this flush. I think that to me is worse because I've been calling this channel and this choppiness for so long that I was willing to scale in at these heights, at these prices, because I saw that in the price action. Again, cannot close beneath this resistance acting as support. All right, had a hard time here, bounce off, and now we broke through it. Now we broke through it and came back to retest it. We cannot close beneath it, giving strength to the bulls for strong support now. More reason for bulls to buy because we cannot close beneath this support. Clearly above the 20 MA. This might be the killer here for me. This might be my kill shot. But I think I'd rather get stopped out at the place where I feel like is 100% where I should get out than for me to get out and see this flush back to the bottom of the channel. Like that to me will be more, that would make me more triggered. That would make me more tilted. I'd rather be like, okay, good. Like, I get hit, that's fine. Like, I should get hit here. And that's when I'll gladly get out of this trade here because I'm wrong. I'm like 100% wrong here. But if this channel holds and we bounce off the channel with a wedge top and we create a fail second entry long, we triggered, and then that trigger trapped and that failed. And that failure fails again, but now it's not failing again. It's just this trap's failing and most likely gets stopped out now. We'll see though. I think for me it's just like the 100% stop out. And then I'm happy. If I get stopped out at the 100% mark, that's it. That's it. No more diddly-daddling at that point. You're just wrong. But here, I'm still potentially have a chance to be right. Again, kind of came out break even here. Didn't. Because I'm an idiot. But I kind of came out break even. Which I guess is what you're supposed to do. You're scaling in. But I did not. This is a shot. Came back down to 20 minutes, bouncing off of it. Now it's going to blast off here. Alright, we tried, pandas. At least I tried. These trading range days are tough. I keep trying to scale in these trading range days, and it keeps going against me too far. Like my resolve is not strong enough to keep scaling in on these big trading range days, and I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. I'm not trading these efficiently. Like my first sell was here, and probably shouldn't have been. Should have been up here, and if it was, I should have gotten out with a small loss already. Yeah, we're dead. If it breaks this high, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Ramping off the 20 MA, ramping off the resistance now as support. Breakout retest. I just felt like it was so trading rangey that this channel would get respected and we'll come back to the bottom channel. I thought it would do that. It's obviously not doing that, and I would say it's not. I'm like 100% wrong if we break this high. I also said I come in here to see a deep retracement so I can get out break even, and it did happen as I wanted to. But as I saw the setup, I felt like there's enough here. Maybe we can look for actual trade here on this failed second entry long. At this point, it's still a little sus, but I mean, still very sus. I'm most likely going to stop that. We're closer to my stop loss than any of my targets. We're closer to my stop loss than my break even. So most likely at this point, I probably lose this trade. I mean, we're closer to we're closer to one price than the other. But this chop here to me felt like strong enough to continue chopping, and with a channel that looks this like perfect, it felt like this was a good place. Plus 3 pushes to the top, right? 3 pushes, which is a wedge top, felt like it's a good place to go short. And I mean, it was okay, good enough for a scalp probably if you just went short here. But the fact that we haven't broken out yet makes me wonder something else more devious going on here. If we can break beneath the 20 MA, I'll make me a happy camper. Really had to have strong resolve on this trade. It's not a fun trade, I'll tell you that much. Especially if we keep bouncing off the 20 MA like this with limit orders. A little spike to the downside here. See if anything's made of it. Looks like no right now. Cannot close beneath the 20 MA, which is a problem for me. Great for the bulls. Cannot close beneath the 20 MA. Great for the bulls. I'd love to see a failed trap on the 5-minute chart.
5-minute trap.
Right, 5-minute created a trap, and it fails. Or if it triggers beneath here, could reverse, but we'll see. Okay, it looks like I'm dead. We tried, pandas. We tried. This trade, what we're risking right now, 200 bamboo sticks, unfortunately. Okay, I don't know how we're still alive. 1 in a million chance? So you're saying there's still a chance. You're saying there's still a chance. 1 in a million. What are the chances of me winning this trade? 1 in a million. So you're saying there's still a chance. Pandas. Our resolve is strong. We shall prevail. Getting a close beneath the 20 MA. Delicious. Oh boy. Should I just come up break even? Dominic Clark asking, is it becoming a thing? Put your target 1 tick shy of what your actual target is in order to get filled when you hit target. Oh, I see. Yeah. Because it's a limit order. Oh boy, pandas. Like I said, I'd be more tilted if I came out of my trade and it flushed than me just getting hit my stop loss. At least my stop loss, I knew exactly where to get out. And I could, well, technically I couldn't come out break even yet. It's 1 tick. Missed my target by 1 tick. My break even by 1 tick, so whatever. It is what it is. Still cannot close beneath this resistance acting as support now. Got 2 bear bars underneath the 20 MA now on the 5-minute or 1-minute chart, which is good news for me. Could trigger, even if a pullback comes back up, could trigger sells once we hit a double top. Right, this is enough signal for bears to feel more confident and bears to be scared, or bulls to be scared. What the killer for me is close beneath this this weekly gap. If we can close beneath it, then that to me is like, all right, I think we're in a really good spot now. If we can't close beneath that ever, then I mean, like, you know, think about it. It won't go down. But the first step would be have to close beneath that, in my opinion. It's like actually long on the 5-minute chart for me. I'm pretty much where I was 20 minutes ago. Exact same spot. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 18 to 19 minutes ago. I'm pretty much the exact same spot. I'm just waiting now. And I will say the same thing. If I skunk my trade here and it flushes, I'll feel more triggered than if it just hit my stop loss at this point. We got to close, pandas. We did it. We got to close beneath that gap. Even by tick, we still got the close. We did it. We did it. We got the close that I wanted. Now can we get to... Whoa! What are you doing? Come back down. Don't play games. I could come out break even here anytime. But I'm a greedy little panda. I'm a greedy panda. Greed is good. Greed is good. Not looking too shabby here. Not too shabby. Alright, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. I should have got him out break even. I should have done it. And I didn't. And now we're dead. We're like 90% chance dead here. Look at this blasting off here. Oh, we tried. We tried. We really did try. Everyone who missed it here got out break even here. I should have done the same. I should have done the same. I should have recognized the trading range forming here, which I had on the trading range indicator. And we're basically at the bottom of the trading range, creating a new trading range here. And now I'm going to come out stop loss at the place where I should be selling. But I'm going to just take the hit because this trade has been absolute torture for the last 30 minutes. But we're dead. I'm pretty sure we're dead here. The higher time frames, this is looking very bullish actually. Higher time frames here. Still diabolical, isn't it? Still very diabolical. More or less, I mean, I've already in my mind lost this trade, $200. So we're just going to see if my $200 is well spent here. It's a slot machine. Put $200 in, see what happens. Let's see. Let's spin the wheel. My $200 are already in this trade. I've already lost it as an expense. For the probability that this is a trading range day and that we're in a channel. A very strong channel. Strong bull bar. Could be a trap. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Pandas. Oh, pandas. Look what I see. I see a bull trap. And now I see a bear trap. Will we get to my first target? Will we get to my first target? Is the question. Can we get to my first target? Is the question. Can we get there? Ooh, hello. Hello. Fail second entry long, perhaps. Goes up so quick. When it goes back up, it just blasts off. Ripping your face off. Really ripping your face off here. Bull trap, then bear trap, then bull trap, then bear trap. It's just all sorts of wild right now. That was the most exciting. This bar was the most exciting thing that happened in this entire trade for me. This bear bar ending on its low. That was the most exciting thing, and now it's like it excited me just to keep me in this trade just long enough so it can take me out now. But like I said, we have already expensed our $200, and we're going to see this trade through. We are going to see this trade through. And last trade of the stream, obviously, because this is going way too long for absolutely no reason. Another strong bull bar ending near its high. Second entry long, beautiful second entry long forming on the 5-minute chart. Really nice second entry long on the 5-minute chart forming here. Coming off multiple key areas. I should be long here, huh? I should be going long here. I should be going long here, but I've been in this trade too long just to reverse it. We're going to take the hit. It's a really good setup to go long here. Really good setup to go long. Really, really juicy looking setup to go long. In all fronts. 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart looks good to go long here. Might just take the hit. We'll take the hit here. I think to me, that is enough reason for me to get out. These two bull bars. We got second entry long on the 5-minute chart. We got a fail second entry short on the 15-minute chart. To me, it's enough reason to get out and just take the hit. Move on with my life. Down 293 again today. Not again, but down 293. I think yesterday we were on, actually, maybe something similar on Friday. And At this point, it's just too unnecessary to trade this. Like to me, like I don't see what the point is to trade. It's too confusing. The market's not going anywhere, and I already tried to take advantage of the fact the market wasn't going anywhere, and it went against me pretty hard. And now it's going nowhere up here, and now it can go really against me, even though it's going nowhere, which is super frustrating place to be. And I think for me, it's not even worth trading this. I'm just gonna let this play out. Maybe come back later, thinking, I mean, this is pretty strong spiking channel here, and um, yeah, I mean, I'm just, what can you do? I'll just take the hit. Sad that we held that trade. Time and money was lost right now. It's unfortunate, but I know I just gotta see it through. I need to see it happen. I need to have my resolve. My stop loss is up here, but to me, when you see this two bull bars like this, and all the other higher time frames, looks like it's gonna blast off here. I'm just gonna cut my losses short. Down 293. Essentially, my max stop loss was hit, and I'm just gonna, you know, call it what it is. Another tough day of me trying to scale in on a trading range day. And I guess my issue was I went in too early. I tried to scale in too early, or try to short too early. It really grinded against me when I went short here. I don't know. No. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure out this trading range stuff. Because to me, it's so apparently trading range. But still, I had a tough time. Maybe bottom trade should come back to the top, test these highs. Could have gone short here. Breaks out against me, but come out break even. I could have come break even here and here. Right. Could have came out break even here. Here as well. Should we change that? Could have came up break even a couple times, but ended up holding onto my trade because I was a greedy little panda. So greedy. Maybe a little too greedy. I could have came out break even here. Could have came out break even here. Ends up stopping, like hitting my stop loss, which to me on the higher time frames was a little bit obvious. I was going to keep going higher here. I think the 1-to-1 is going to be hit. It's more or less at the previous day's high. So you can find this as a place to see if we can reverse. But also, I don't know. Are we not going to test this low today? I feel like we will eventually. But I think I need clear signs of reversal here. This became always in long after this strong bull bar. After these two bull bars, it came always in long. It did grind, but it is always in long, right? If you bought pretty much anywhere today, you would be making money. Tough. I just think maybe jumped the gun on the trading range thing. I don't know. I think what made me a little upset is that we missed this by one single tick, and that kind of altered how I saw this market because we missed this by one tick. Could have just been an easy like $130 a day if we could just hit this. If we didn't miss my target by one single tick on the weekly gap fill, but we did, and now I'm here at negative $293. Because that greatly affected me. I feel like we're gonna go short now because we missed this, and most likely this won't be low of day. We end up filling the gap plus more, and now this gap fill is acting as support where it was resistance for a while.
and we're bouncing off it pretty strong here, and this looks bullish to me. So it is what it is. I got out here after these 2 bull bars. That screw it. Like, this is too much high probabilities and keep going up here at this point. How much higher? I don't know. There's a couple targets we are going to try to hit. The first obvious target is the 1-to-1 on this first strong move up. We're almost to that 1-to-1, and it's pretty much at the previous day's high. So this could finally place reversal. Also, I saw this channel here, 3 pushes up, looking for a reversal of the wedge top, and we didn't get that either. So I don't know. I'm still learning how to handle wedge tops. I think that's a big place I need to figure out how to trade. Like it's a formation I need to learn how to trade. Price action setup, but I just don't have much luck with wedge tops. I really don't. Wedge tops, I feel like so often they just don't work. You know, this wedge top obviously is not working. This wedge top didn't really work. This wedge top, I guess, worked a little bit, but how many wedge tops before that, failed to reverse? Like, you basically have 1, 2, 3, 4 wedge tops. Another wedge top that doesn't really fail. Another wedge top that has a small pullback but doesn't really fail or reverse. Another wedge bottom that doesn't reverse. I don't know. This wedges. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't see the appeal of them. Maybe I should stop trading wedges. Maybe that's the answer. All right, Brandon. I tried. I tried. We lost $293. I mean, it's not great, but it's just $293, Pandas. It really is nothing. It's just like, it is just, what's more upsetting to me is the fact that, these little things are happening, and it's unfortunate. But what can you do? Market's going to do what's going to do. Tomorrow, better day. Better days ahead. Pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Remember, big news tomorrow, and it's a make or break news event. You can pass all your evals in one single trade, or you can bust all your evals in one single trade. It's make or break. But in my opinion, that is the best way to get funded, and or easiest way to get funded at least. And hopefully you take advantage of that, especially with that 90% off. Hopefully you were ready for today with the 90% off. And if you didn't, then it's okay, because the resets are only like $35, very cheap. So the reset being $35, I think probably worth trying again. It's a big enough news event where it's like a very high chance you're gonna pass your evals. All right, Dennis. With that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. As always, happy trading up us. Bye.